Hey everybody, thanks for joining me up here in northern Minnesota. My name's Gina and this is Starrstouch Heartfelt Healing. So what I'm doing today is just going to go through and send out energy to our chakra, that's the root chakra, keeping that balance, safety, and security feeling for us because it's one of those days that's got a lot of different energies floating around. So what I'll do is also just read some of the things that are going on and also put it in the notes below. So if you go into the little arrow below and hit show more, it'll give you a Tilly's Daily Focus link and a couple of the different readers that I listen to so you can really get a grasp on this. There's a lot going on. So I'm just going to touch on it lightly. So here we go, sending out energy to your root chakra. Firstly, we'll just ask, what is it that makes me feel safe and secure? What brings me that peaceful feeling of joy? With the sun in Pisces, it's going to be a lot about really just having that dreamlike activity. But then at the same time, we're dealing with the moon in Capricorn, and moon in Capricorn is that hard work, really working at what we want to bring in. So it could be that you're trying to work on your spiritual gifts. It's just a wonderful thing to be able to balance our physical and our spiritual side of things. We do have the sun squaring Mars, so that's one of those things where there can be some anger and jealousy out there. It's one of those, I'm not going to say volatile, but it's not the best energy for saying a lot of words. Might be a good day to just say very few words and think things through, maybe even counting to 10 before you speak. So we also have the Venus in Taurus. Now that's a lovely energy as far as knowing what you want in love, seeing it as done. What brings you comfort in the love sector, the relationships? What makes you feel just happy in your home? It's like home life, things like that. So it's just kind of going back and forth. It's you've got that lovely Venus in Taurus, but then Venus is also dealing with Pluto today, and squaring Pluto makes it to where you may have feelings of, just having a hard time with the finance type conversations in your relationships, or difficulties with trying to express yourself on what you need in order to have that lovable, beautiful home setting. So it's kind of a back and forth today. One of the best ways to deal with this is, if you can, is to go out in nature and relax for a moment and just say things out loud that you really love, gratitude, things like that. Um, we're in a position with Venus being in Taurus where we may want to go out and splurge and buy something for ourselves. But at the same time, we might regret it later because we don't always have the finances to do that. And so just kind of really quieting your mind and asking before you go shopping, even, what do I really need? What will fulfill my heart today? So I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple cards around this and just see what comes up to help us out, and then do a little bit more chakra healing at the end. So here we go. I'm going to pull a card out of the Keepers of the Light, and that is Kyle Gray. Find those glasses. There they are. All right, and shuffling them up. What do we need today out of the Keepers of the Light? What will help us the most today? Such lovely cards. Keeping us in balance. What will help the most? Oh, they're just shuffling themselves. Okay, just a minute. My goodness. Okay. All right. So we have Isis, magic manifesting. Quite a bit going on in that picture. So it says your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. So sending to our hearts now. You are moving into a space where your dream reality is becoming your outward reality. This is an extremely powerful time, and it's vital to keep focused on the highest good of all. You no longer want to relive your own history or feel unsupported. Acknowledge where you once were and how you have changed that situation around is a powerful focus of gratitude that will align you with universal abundance. To say it again, acknowledging where you once were and how you have changed that situation around is a powerful focus of gratitude that will align you with universal abundance. Discipline and commitment are important now. Consider that you are moving between worlds when you daydream or create visions and bring life enhancing ideas into reality. Magic is manifesting all around you. This is exciting. Kind of really talking about how we're in that Pisces dreamlike activity, seeing it as done, what we want, but also in the physical world, how can we get it done and what do we need? What strategy do we need in order to do it? So I'm going to pull one out of the romance angels since there's a lot of Venus going on today. Romance angels with Doreen Virtue. I don't pull these out very often. But what do we need with our relationships? What is it that will help us the most today? What do we need to know? Oh my. Well, two came out, so let's just look at them both. Finances and career. It's all about finances today. My goodness, that's Taurus energy. Venus and Taurus, finances and relationships, the finer things of life. Here we go. All right. To the heart again. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Money and love have historically been linked, and this card points to this correlation. The romance angels want to disentangle you from financial or career pressures so that you may enjoy every aspect of your life, including romance. While work can be a source of heart opening satisfaction, it must be balanced with other facets of love, such as playfulness and laughter. You've received this card because you'd benefit from an infusion of such lightheartedness. Call upon the angels to elevate your mood, energy levels, finances, career, and anything else that will bring you peace. Yes, sometimes I say to folks, what is it that brought you together in the first place? If you're having a little bit of trouble in your relationships, would you then just look back and say, what is it that we do well together? And can we both kind of give compliments to each other and try to bring that fun and lightheartedness back? It's just it's powerful. We smile at each other and sometimes a lot of our problems go away. Soulmate. This is the other card that came out. So let's just see what it says. Now, soulmate can be anything from a person to a person, a pet. It can be a best friend, teamwork. So it's not always just two people coming together forever for intimacy. It can be anything. And so just as I read this, this applies to everybody one way or another. Yes, this is your soulmate. Okay, that's the question. That's what it says. Cards are really kind of fun. So here we go. You chose this card because you wonder if a certain person is your soulmate, and the answer is yes. As we all do, you may have many soulmates, beings with whom you share a mystical soul connection and the life path. Soulmates incarnate with the plan of coming together for mutual spiritual and personal growth. As you suspected, the person you're inquiring about is one of yours. That sense of familiarity and comfort you felt when you first met also indicates your soulmate bond. This card sometimes comes to those who ask, when will I meet my soulmate? Or will I ever meet my soulmate? As validation that this will occur. Many times, this is a person whom you already know. Although romantic sparks didn't fly at first, you'll have another opportunity to explore passion together. Yes, it can be romance, it can be a new pet in your life, it can be friends that get together and they are soulmates that want to do something great in the community together. So it can be all those things. And I just wish this on everybody. It is a time now more than ever where we're going to be finding our soulmates and twin flames. They're coming together to do something wonderful all together for others. So just keep your eyes open. This is fun. I'm having a good time today with this. Here we go. One last card. It's the Notes of the Universe with Mike Dooley. He always makes me smile. I mean, I don't always understand it right away. There's hidden messages in these cards. So, Notes from the Universe. Mike Dooley, what do we need today? All right. Well, change is always good. It doesn't say it's easy, but it is good. Change is always, it's inevitable. We're always going to have change. Actually, the only effective way of changing another person is by changing yourself. Works every time, guaranteed. And then it just says from the universe, though I'm kind of partial to the way you are right now. So, yes, loving ourselves as we are enough. And my goodness, if we want to see some change in another person, like I said, smile at them and they might smile back. If we're doing things that they don't like, they might do it back. We don't want to mirror that. So if there's a way to send out beautiful energy to someone you love today, just see what happens. Change ourselves. I love that because we're in control of that. We're not in control of the other stuff. Wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and send energy from the top of our crown all the way to our roots and then do a heaven and earth. So here we go. Sending out to the crown energy right now. Spending a little more time today. So we're calling in Archangel Metatron, bringing in messages from God into our crown. Purple and gold, beautiful lights. Bringing in those messages from our angels down into our eyes, opening our eyes to see clearly, calling on Archangel Raziel, bringing it in. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Just came into my mind. And into our throat chakra. That's the biggest block I've seen with people lately. So sending extra to the throat, calling on Archangel Gabriel, speaking truth from our heart in a loving, compassionate way, counting to 10 before we start, though. And down into our hearts for unconditional love, calling on Archangel Raphael. Breathing in and release. And again, and release. Into our solar plexuses, we're calling in the solar plexus. We're calling in Archangel Jophiel, and she is all about the beauty, seeing our own beauty, empowerment, and confidence. The color of the sun shining right in. What do we need that will help us feel confident today? Down into our sacral, calling on Archangel Shamuel to our sacral, the color of orange, creativity and intimacy. Breathing in and release. What is it I'm really good at? What do I want to learn about? Study. Take a little course. Udemy has wonderful courses that are very inexpensive. It's Udemy. If there's anything you want to learn about, it's a great start. and into our roots again, just connecting us, grounding us to the earth. And that's the Archangel Michael calling on for support and protection, protecting us from head to toe. And just seeing all the things that brings in safety and security for us. Grounding it in and doing the heaven and earth. So one hand up, one down, breathing in. Hold it for a second. Oh, what a nice stretch. And out. And another. And out. And lastly, just to really make this good energy for you today, I'm going to read the Heavenly Banquet Hall experience, and this will continue to help you throughout this day. So if you want to just quiet your mind for one moment, we are all rising up to the Heavenly Banquet Hall for spiritual nourishment. As we rise up to the Heavenly Banquet Hall, we sit at the glass crystal table. All of our loved ones and past pets around the table. And we look up and we see a light shining out of a stained glass window down into our hearts and our souls, mending anything that we need healing for. Just breathing naturally. And if you can relax and just have a lot of water later and just relax a little bit today, it'd be wonderful. This is going to keep working all day long to give you that patience you need. And I love you guys, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.